Welcome. My name is Idris Kamoga, and I'm happy to have you. We are into the month of March, and you can remember well, we introduced this session, what we call an open up into every month. It is a one-time session for every month, and we are here to share with you a few segments. We've tried to partition this session into very three interesting sessions where we look at the industry analysis. Of course, that is tourism business. What is at stake? What has transpired in the month of March? We'll also have a bit of the action plan, hands-on, what you should be doing or what you should have done, you know, or what you should be diving in the same month of March. And probably we'll end the session with a learning curve. You see, we had our first open up into the month of February, and we want to applaud you for the comments, for the encouragement. And one thing that we came here to inspire you, we come here to encourage you, we come here to give you more energy, and we hope you're learning so well out of all this, right? So we want to dive in today into the open up session of the month of March. And of course, we will start with our situation analysis. It's very interesting that we give you a preamble on how March is faring up. There's so many things that have, you know, uh, caught attention, what has transpired. Of course, we are still in the low season. March is known as a low season. March, April into May. So the 3 months, but look, low season doesn't mean entirely no business, but business is there, but it's not as high as it is in the busy months. That's June, July, um, August, September onwards. So we have some bit of time to relax, which is a very good thing for any human being to relax, recharge, and prepare ourselves for the busy season, right? So we shouldn't shy away from the low season. Let's take more time, relaxing. If there's little to do, finish it up. It's time to see friends, see relatives. You're not going to get such a good ample time in the months of June, July, August onwards. It will be super, super busy. So it's a low season. That's situation number one. We should do whatever we know, do whatever we do that, knowing that uh, it's a low season and we should plan. So there is a lot of time for us to do so many things, to become more creative, to think out of the box. If you're thinking of regular meetings here and there, this is the good time for you to. We've also had travel shows going on, right? And actually, this would be the right time as well to prepare or register for those upcoming shows. If you're interested, you know, this is a good time for you to dedicate and look through, make some research here and there about probably 2026 shows that you would like to attend, and you commit to them, right? And you get committed to them. We've had ITB in Germany for those that went. Um, Welcome back, and it's a good time for you to draw the follow-ups here and there, review what happened on site, who did you talk to, what do they need, did you take notes from the ITB? This is a good time, right? So, and of course, there are so many shows that are still ongoing, road shows around Europe, um, across the globe. You see, so March is filled with, you know, with a lot of travel shows. The fact um, it's a low season, so you can jump on some. Of course, the positive side, we've had um, Ebola in Uganda now declared free. Um, Uganda is free from Ebola. Of course, there is um, Rwanda conflict and DRC Congo, some silence, which is very good. I think for those that have, you know, much selling into destination Rwanda, you had started getting all the cancellations, and but at least um, the market is gaining confidence of the restoration of some peace around you know um, the DRC Rwanda borders. So that's on the positive side, and that's what we can share with you in as far as the situation analysis about the industry. But of course, the high season is promising, you know, it's very promising. So we should be able to draw strategies and draw all means and see that you're able to approach June, July, August in a better way, right? Okay, and we can as well dive into the action plan, what you should be doing. That's very important. The action plan, um, what you should seek to be doing around this month. It's very key, right? And some of the key things that we've highlighted, call them the key takeaways, right? Relaxation is part of it. You see, if health is wealth. So take time to recharge. You can choose to go, on a farm trip, a staff farm trip. Of course, it combines relaxation and a bit of product knowledge for your team, right? And it's the same thing, you can have an agent farm trip. This is a good time where you can talk to your agents. They are not so busy, they can dedicate time and come and visit um, and test the products, the experiences that you're promoting in the market. Of course, it gives you an upper hand where agents would understand the destination more. So, and it widens the scope of your market reach. So, think about it. I think we've given you a video where how to organize an agent farm trip, right? And we've also showed you the advantages or benefits of a staff farm trip, especially on product knowledge. So this is a good time. You cannot do any of these around the busy season, right? Because you can get a minute wasted. But around this time, that could be the best thing. The other takeaway that you could have is to train the agents. Think of the online virtual sessions that you can, but before, make sure you have very good destination presentation, because this is going to be your guide. Make sure your agents are trained. Write to them, ask them a good time, and indeed they have enough time around this period. So you can engage them, train them, and whenever you train your agent, I'm sure you'll save a lot of time when it comes to product understanding, etc., and all that stuff. That's very key. Another key takeaway around this time that you must get your hands on, for those that have hired a sales representative, this is a very good time to change strategy, to discuss with him, audit, ask him what other markets can we have on board, how can we access those markets. It's a good time to refresh with him. The destination changes, could be a new experience has come up, new lodges. So this is a very good time where you can enrich your sales representative with more destination knowledge, right? And you can re-strategize. Of course, it's very important to help your sales representative. Remember, represents your brand on ground, right? So this is a very good time that you can engage him on a daily basis and see how you can draw very good activations ahead of the busy season that would be coming. If you have a new product that you're launching, this is a good time to walk him or her through, and all the strategies that you intend to draw towards the market. Um, Email marketing, around low season months, we should just double our effort in as far as email marketing is concerned, especially working out uh, different offers. It's very key here, right? So if you have discounts, so many lodges, so many resorts have come up with discounts. So are you able to flash them to the market using the email marketing strategy? So around this time, you have more time flowing, so that you can pen down all this information and then you can blow them at once to your market. So email marketing is one of the most effective um, strategies that you could adopt and draw to the market, right? So it is a viable activity that you can grip yourself to around this period. Staff training, if you have an accountant, if you have your consultant, you can invite, field consultants, experts that could come and talk to these people. You can take them for training, let them have more training. We've always talked about the advantages of a trained staff, including time saving, including accuracy levels being high. So if you can have this time to enrich your staff with more training, because you're not going to do this in June, July. We'll have activities for those months and you'll appreciate them then, but around the low season, if you've not managed to do this in March, then you can take it into April. Still, April, it's a low month, right? So you can look at all that. And lastly, think about website revamp, right? Some of you have never revamped or redressed your website for the last decade, 10 years, you see. And one of the biggest factors why sales is becoming a problem, because your online shop is not well organized. So this is a very good time for you to look out for a professional web developer, a web consultant. You can refresh your content. So all these key takeaways fall under our action plan for the month of March. If you can pick on 2 or 3 according to your budget, that will be very good. And trust me, success won't fall. I will just fall closer to you. So, and this is what we're all aspiring for. We're looking at success. And we must have success by doing what is required to be done in as far as our tourism business is concerned. And lastly, we will definitely have our learning curve. It's very important to learn, and this ends our session with a learning curve. Today, we want to give you an insight, on how to work with a sales representative, right? It's very important and it's very key for you to know. I've got colleagues say, Idris, I need a sales representative. Well, first of all, sales representative will ask for money. That one is 100%. But how do they take your money and you cannot work with them, right? So you must know how to work with sales representatives so that you can be able to get um, the return to your investment. You're going to pay them either monthly according to your MOU, but you should be able to get some returns. So we want to give you some tips on how you can work with these sales representatives. So that you can, first of all, you must train them, right? It will be very hard for a sales representative to market your products or your experiences or your tourism business without a thorough training. Train him about the destination, right? Hand him all the tools that are necessary for him to represent you, right, as a brand. It's very key. There are so many questions, of course, that will be coming up. How many vehicles do you have? How many staff do you have? These are things that you must equip the sales representative with. Destination presentation, they must know, and if you're good enough, you can call them for farm visits so that they can see and exactly be able to answer questions to the market, because this is what their work should be all, so they should be able and agree on the scope of the market. Are you doing Europe? Are you doing America? So are you representing us in Africa? What are the countries are you looking at? So not just recruit a sales representative and say you're going to pay $1,500 or $2,000 maximum, and you don't know. Say, may I have a sales representative? But the question is covering what area? So you must agree and say you're going to sell or represent me across Europe, or you're going to represent me across Africa. And these are the African countries that we would love to target. Could be you're going to do Southern America, all that stuff. So there must be, at least they should, or you should be able to get the market coverage area with your sales representative. At least they should be able to generate for you what we call monthly reports. And this should come with contacts, remarks. Contacts could be where they managed to make courtesy calls to various agents or meetings they had. At least a detailed report should come to you, you see, so that you can be able to peruse through, understand the remarks, and be able to engage them. That's very, very good. Then the other thing that we must know is setting targets for them, right? At least you must set either monthly targets, right? That's very important to yourselves, because you're paying money. And you're paying money and you're not getting anything, that's wrong. So at least you give them a sales target and you can agree together, maybe 2 businesses or 3 businesses. That should be the target. You can have the highest and probably the lowest about that. So that, to me, if you can have that to your sales representative, at least he will feel the warmth from your side, and you will also have the warmth from his activities and all that. In the end, when you give in the money, at least, and after 3, 4, 5 months, there should be something coming to the accounts as revenue. Right. All right. I hope you've learned something. And that was our open up into the month of March. Of course, if you have got something that you'd love us to talk about in any month, you can put it in our comment section, right? And then we'll come up. We'll come up and give you a digest on that. Otherwise, we want to thank you so much for encouraging us, and we hope you're step by step learning and you can transfer this knowledge to your tourism business. Otherwise, I thank you and I hope to see you in our next video. Bye-bye.